हेलो नमस्ते 1 2 3। आज दिस इज माय मोस्ट रूथलेस चेस गेम। इसमें जैसे ही मुझे एडवांटेज मिला मैंने कभी भी ड्रॉप नहीं किया। ये एक ब्लिट्स गेम था। उस टाइम पर मैं 178 था और मेरा ओपोनेंट 100 है। E4 C6 इसको बोलते हैं कारोकान डिफेंस। मैं ये कभी कभार खेलता हूँ। ये E4 C6 से शुरू होता है। अगर वाइट कुछ और भी खेल ले तो यू प्ले D5 अटैकिंग दिस पॉन। तो फिर वाइट को डिसीजन बनाना पड़ता है कि इधर जाओ कि डू आई टेक, डू आई पुश और डू आई प्रोटेक्ट द पॉन। ठीक है, तो ही प्लेज D4 एंड आई गो D5। नाउ ही पुशेस F4 जो कि इंस्टेंटली एक मिस्टेक है क्योंकि द पॉन इज हैंगिंग। मैं बस ले सकता हूँ। क्वीन E2 it tries to undermine the pawn but I just play what do I play? I played bishop F5. I think the move here was actually like knight F6. Bishop F5 is also a move. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know. Eval bar. Stupid eval bar. Knight H3. E6. Knight goes back to F2. ये नाइट को F3 पर डेवलप तो नहीं कर सकते थे क्योंकि पॉन इधर था। तो इन्होंने अच्छा मनूवर किया कि इधर गए फिर इधर गए। एंड नाउ दे माइट एंड नाउ दिस इज अ गुड स्क्वायर फॉर द नाइट बिकॉज यू आर अटैकिंग द पॉन। नाउ द पॉन हैज टू अटैकर्स, ओनली वन डिफेंडर। आई वेंट A5 trying to attack on the king side. Knight takes C4, bishop takes C4, queen takes C4. Now bishop B4 check from me, and now we go bishop D2. Now I want to now here's the reason I did not trade the bishops. If I go here, white goes here and white is having a nice time. ठीक है, पोजीशन अच्छी है। दिस नाइट इज काइंड ऑफ पावरफुल। द क्वींस इन the queen's in the center of the board and my knight is still here. My king is not castled, queen is not here, knight is not here ना। ठीक है, तो this is the reason I did not trade the bishops. Now notice कि if he were to take here, then I would have a massive advantage. Hang on. Sorry. Like let's say I don't attack the queen. Just for a moment. Let's say I go Queen C7. Okay, I go Queen C7 and then he takes. Now I can take and I have this open file for the rook. इसलिए मैंने ट्रेड नहीं किया यहाँ पर। So knight F6 happened. Queen D3. Castles. Bishop takes B4, A takes B4, and now you'll see I have this open file that I was talking about for the rook. Just some normal development, and now I push with C5. There were like takes ideas, but that and which threaten the queen, so I gain a tempo. He castles, D takes. I get my rook into the center, and you'll notice he's up a pawn. Okay, I'm playing normally, but now he makes this blunder. So I go rook B8, queen E4, didn't even see this. He hangs everything. I take the rook. Takes. Now you might be asking ki, why did you sacrifice the queen? I just thought I'd take the rook. He has no pieces except for this bishop. और फिर मैं comfortably जीत जाऊंगा. Okay, so I'm like giving checks. And now you'll notice this bar says mate in 4. And I spotted it. Checkmate. Look, here, here. Can't take because it's protected. Can't go here because of here. Can't go here because of here. Can't go here because of the pawn. Can't go here because of the pawn. So it's just checkmate. Okay. And this was 5-minute blitz. So like how much time? We weren't like spending our time at all that much. But look at this, how many moves? This was 33 moves. Okay, and this game got me to 200 blitz, which brings me to the next game I want to show you. So this game you understood against this 100 guy. This game got me to 200 blitz. And this was my game at 200. And you'll notice like I have a peak at 205. This is my 200 game, and I'll show you my 205 game, which was. This was just the game where I peaked. I went for a London. Now you'll notice again that same open file business happened. What? Oh, right. I accidentally hanged my queen. He didn't even see it. Oh, he did. Oh, hang on. Right. I can't actually remember this game very well, so sorry. But like I won down a queen. That's what I can remember about this. Yeah, because he hung back rank weight. Now to that other game, the one where I fell from my peak. Hang on. This was the where did the game go? Pull it. In Blitz. Yes, this is the game. Then this. Yeah, this one. This game. I was at my peak, which is 200. Okay. This game ended in a draw, which gave me my peak. Another Karokan. Now white gets his check. He just hangs the bishop. Okay, I'm up 12 points, 9 points, and I'm trading everything. And I accidentally just blundered my queen. I'm still up 2 rooks, so the position. And this is where everything falls apart for some reason. Or it doesn't? What what happens? This, this, nothing of this, none of this, none of this. Why is this the move? You just hang the pawn. Now what do? You go here? Oh! You take the rook with check. Okay, my opponent couldn't spot any of that. And I just gave up my material advantage. Okay, now I was winning again and now I'm losing again. Was h4 the move? No. Okay, f5 takes. And now the pawn race is happening. And apparently this was a big blunder and the engine doesn't tell me why. And he just gives this check which brings the evaluation back down to 0. And now he blunders because I can just promote. Okay. So I promote and then he goes and then I just take the pawn. Hang over. Yeah, we were here, right? So he goes here, I check. Here, so I go here, king e3. And I just drew by repetition. Wait, why did I draw in? I have no idea. These were just 3 wild games that happened. I'll also quickly show you one last game, which is the game that made me fall from my peak. This one. I played Scandinavia. And this looks a lot like the Rui Lopez Morphy defense for some reason. You can see a long castle with check. Now I dropped my advantage all of a sudden. And this just drops my advantage. And this just brings it back. And this just drops it again. No, 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 no. If I go back a few moves, you know how the king, and rook were here and here. Now look at this position a few moves after. And now they're just basically reversed, like you do when you short castle. And now this happens, and this is just a blunder because I lose the pawn. And then I thought I'm gonna protect this pawn and promote it, but I didn't even see the hanging bishop. So this was another wild game, and this made me fall from my peak. Anyways, goodbye. See you in the next video.